If you have ever found yourself obsessing over an undeserving partner, this book was written for you. Many women are repeatedly drawn into unhappy and destructive relationships and then struggle to make these doomed relationships work. Antes de empezar este video y empezar a hablar en inglés, les voy a explicar cómo es el formato. Básicamente leo libros en otros idiomas y hago un review sobre el libro en ese idioma que lo leí. Ya leí un par de libros, pero bueno, este video como que me gustó más que el otro que hice, que se los volveré a grabar. Y nada, si están aprendiendo inglés, aprovechen este video para practicar el idioma, para practicar la escucha. Esa es la idea. También grabo estos videos como pues con el propósito de ver mi progreso en el idioma. And that's it. So let's just go on with some clips when I was back in Floripa, and then I'll give a proper review about all the points that I thought about this book. During my volunteer in Floripa, I've been reading this book, which is Women Love Too Much, and gosh, I'm invested. I don't know why I keep having my knees harmed. Like, look at this. It's just, and when this one was getting better, I got burned. What? Like, and this happened yesterday. Like, this one was finally like getting better, and I got burned. I haven't finished it yet. I'm currently like in the 7th chapter. There are 11. But this book has most of the time make me feel like so related to it. Like, gosh, I don't like the concept itself of what is a woman who love too much stated in this book, but I do relate to it. So I do believe that I am a woman who loves too much. I think that it could be switched to something more like women who love people that doesn't deserve them. I don't know. So there's a panorama, me, the book, and the river. What else can I have? Like, I'll just keep reading it, and then I'll do like a proper review of all the points that I have thought that are interesting and that I would like to talk about in my review. It's women who love too much. We're doing much the same thing, reacting and experiencing happy relationships in an attempt to make them manageable, to master them. Until she learns to love and trust herself, she will not be able to experience either loving or trusting a man or being loved and trusted by him. So yeah, I finished the book. I have a lot of thoughts at this moment, mainly about my relationships and romantic relationships, and how it described perfectly not only like the problematic part but also the part of recovery. I think that I have recovered of that, of being a woman. I'm just a single woman, a woman who loves too much. Pretty speechless. Like, I think that the long journey of recovery and getting into a healthy relationship, it's kind of the hardest. So I was like so excited of having like the clues and the tricks of recovering from being a woman that loves too much. But in the end, there were like 2 chapters. I think that both were like very nurturing. However, I would have enjoyed having more of the recovery part. So that's like my first review on the book. Like, I think that the book was going back and forth with stories about women, about men who chose women who love too much, or women who love too much. And I'm not like quite a fan of having all these stories if I I don't want problems, I want the solution. But yeah, I think that it's like pretty necessary to have like the whole view and a whole picture of what happens when you are in a relationship, in a toxic relationship, and when you have like this codependency. I think that I would have enjoyed like having more chapters about the recovery. However, I think that the final chapter was just astonishing as it should have been. And I really enjoyed reading that because it was surprisingly exactly what I've been through in my own recovery that I didn't realize I've had. Like, I thought that I was yet a woman who loves too much, but I'm not, and I'm recovering, and that's like the magic beyond this, reading this book. Like, it's just surreal the way that the book found me. I didn't look for the book, I just started reading it, and that's what happened. And I read it like from the beginning to the end, and it was really nurturing. Like, seeing myself reflected in it was really hard, but also not only in the toxic relationships part, but also in the recovery one. It was like just so great. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, it was magic. I would describe it as magic. And yeah. Many women make the mistake of looking for a man with whom to develop a relationship without first developing a relationship with themselves. They run from a man to a man, looking for what is missing within. The search must begin at home. But in the end, I think that this book has helped me like to take a lot of responsibility and to analyze my past relationships and this sense of attitudes that I do have and things that I keep repeating in my relationships. There is this part of the beginning of the book that says, if you have any of these following characteristics, you may be a woman who loves too much. And they're like 15. Yeah. There are 15 characteristics. So yeah, it's something that I believe that it's kind of generalized, but in the end also is very specific, and I've been feeling like related to stories of women related in this book, and they are like so specific, and I felt like, gosh, that's me. I hadn't read this. Really brilliant. I absolutely related to it. That's me. Okay, so as you could notice, I was like really touched by the book. Even if I still don't like the concept, I think that I quite identified it's something that would end up happening at some point of the book. And in my case, it was from chapter 1 until the end. Personally, to explain like a little bit better, I received the book as a gift from the world. I felt like it was quite magical. I said that back in Floripa. So this book was brought to me in a really mysterious way. I don't know why I needed to read it, but I know that now I have a lot of new ideas and a whole different perspective on the whole concept of being a woman who loves so much and the whole concept of romantic relationships, which is something that I've been questioning myself for quite a long time. So I think that mainly in my past relationships I get to see this kind of characteristics of women who love too much and everything. But in the end, when I realized that I was in the recovered part, I realized that because of my past relationship, and that was just really hard to see. You know, it was like a whole personal journey of reading the book itself. I kind of felt like I was in therapy again when I finished reading the book. It was just so weird because I like kind of started remembering my therapy sessions when I used to go to the therapist, of course. I went to therapy for 2 years, and when I started traveling, my therapist said like, you can go fly. And I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do without her? But I think that I've been like growing a lot alone and not needing therapy, and the book made me feel like still there's things that I need to work on, but I will be able like to find the answer of it, and that's just very nice. I'm just so happy, and I'm just so glad that I read that book. And yeah, I'm sharing this with you guys because I just felt like the confidence, and my YouTube channel is like my safe place. I like to share a lot of my thoughts and everything, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys like that too. It's kind of exciting and thrilling, like seeing myself not reflected just in people that are following these patterns that are not healthy, but also as someone that is now looking for being a healthier person, especially in romantic relationships. That just made me really proud of myself, kind of. I felt really proud of this whole video is such a journey. Like, I wanted to show you guys how it felt reading the book with my editing and with the clips that I put on this video. And now I'm just talking here with my coffee, which I haven't made my coffee yet, but I will. So yeah, I hope you like the video. I hope you like the format. I'll keep doing this for, ¿cómo se dice por enquanto? From now, I just have 2 videos, this one and the other one, which is a Descendants book. But yeah, you can watch the other video in my channel, and I will make sure to make a good script for my Portuguese video of an incredible book that I read in January, and it was just so awesome that I just felt that the video I did wasn't that great enough. So yeah, you'll just need to wait and be a little bit patient, because I'm kind of a little bit perfectionist in that way, but doesn't matter. I will do the video sometime. Remember to follow me on Instagram. I am doing a lot of content, especially on Reels. I'm doing a 21-day challenge of Italian. So yeah, it's something really new. I didn't tell you guys, the ones that are here in YouTube. So yeah, if you don't want like to miss those kind of live updates, I think that Instagram is the place that I talk the most about my life. But yeah, I will do a video for YouTube of my Italian. So yeah. And also, I'm going to do a video in Portuguese, of course, the book video, but I also wanted like to do a Portuguese update. I think that I should do that like once in a year for each language. But yeah, I don't know. I think that my Portuguese needs an update, especially here in YouTube, because I've been in Brazil for 4 months, and yet I haven't done like any video in Portuguese since I left Colombia. So I think that it's necessary. And yeah, it was really great being here talking with you guys. Tell me about your thoughts on the book if you read it, and if you want also to share with me your personal experience reading the book, that would be awesome, because I want like to have these videos as a conversation or like a book club. I'm just so passionate about reading, and especially in other languages, so I think that it's something that I can connect in my YouTube channel, which is something that I'm also passionate about. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next week, I think. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Goodbye.